We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing.
Welcome to GABbin
Gabbing.
with Greicy.
And Heather.
I am drinking coffee, just plain coffee today, because yet again I forgot to put cinnamon in it because I was too tired.
Jeez Louise, when are we going to stop being tired?
Oh my God.
That's my goal for 2026, to stop
Yes.
feeling so, I mean, it's going to happen, right? We're going to feel tired, but this perpetual tiredness needs to go.
It really does. Like, we're just chasing sleep at this point.
I'm drinking water because I completely forgot we were meeting tonight and I wasn't prepared. It's probably for the best because it's an off night.
Yeah. We're just, like, I keep saying I don't know if I say it here though, this might be the first time, but we're just embracing the chaos at this point.
Oh my God. When do we not embrace the chaos?
Well, this week we are discussing Only Murders in the Building Season 5. And I just want to start off with saying, before you get into who's in this season, I just want to say I like this season, but this is by far my least favorite season. And I think it's strictly because of the thumb. Like, the thumb has bothered me so much throughout this season.
Ooh, okay. I want to get into it. Okay, so let me go over who was in this season. So obviously we have returning Steve Martin as Charles Hayden Savage, Martin Short as Oliver Putnam, Selena Gomez as Mabel Mora, Michael Cyril Creighton as Howard Morris. He's considered a main character now, I guess. He should be.
Yeah, he's in
Special guest. Yeah, he's in every season. Meryl Streep as Loretta Durkin. Returning Divine Joy Randolph as Detective Donna Williams. Tea Leone as Sophia Cacimelio. Bobby Cannavale as Nikki Cacimelio. Teddy Coluca as Lester Coluca. Diane Weist as Lorraine Coluca. Renee Zellweger as Camilla White. Christopher Waltz as Sebastian Bash Steed. Logan Lerman as Jay Flug. Jackie Hoffman as Uma Heller, Beanie Feldstein as Althea, or AKA The.
Yeah, The.
Thank you. Keegan Michael Key as Mayor Tillman, Richard Kind as Vince Fish, who I actually just heard him in Inside Out. I finally saw that cartoon. I was determined yesterday to see a cartoon I have not seen and I've been wanting to see. Paul Rudd as the voice of Lester the Robot, AKA the Robot Doorman. That was hilarious when I figured that out. Jermaine Fowler as Randall, Shea Buckner as Tony Cacimelio. Those guys were hilarious, by the way. Dane DeLiegro as Tony Cacimelio. Aaron Dean Eisenberg as Braden Cacimelio. Corey Giacoma as Mikey Cacimelio. Evan Mulrooney as Vinny Cacimelio. And we had some other people who came back, brief moments. Nathan Lane as Teddy Demas, James Caverly as Theo Demas, Jane Lynch as Zaz Pataki, Jane Hudishell as Bunny Folger, Julian Seehee as Tim Kono, and a very special Tina Fey as Cinda Canning. Is there anyone else that I'm missing? There's other names here, but I'm like,
One of the things, I didn't take any notes on this, but one of the things they were talking about in the companion podcast for the show in the season was that, like, with the casting, how they got, like, so many, like famous people. And it was, like, typically, like, that's not an easy thing to do because they're not big parts. So it's like you're asking them to come in just for, like, little.
Maybe the day?
Like, a little, like, they said, like, a couple, I can't remember if they said, like, a couple weeks or a couple months, but, like, not, like, full time, like just here and there and stuff like that. And so, like, that's a big ask for somebody that's, like, famous. But they were like, all we had to do was be like Steve Martin, Marty Short, like Selena Gomez, Meryl Streep, and people would be like, yeah, I'll do it.
You know what I wonder, and this is just a theory, right? For those short pop-up, but I wonder if these individuals live in New York or in, like, the tri-state area, let's say the Northeast, and it's easier for them to just commute back and forth, like they're home and they don't have any big projects coming up. Oh, sure, yeah, I'll do this.
That's a good point. Be like, oh yeah, this fits with
I'm
my
here
schedule,
thinking,
and I don't have to travel anywhere, and, like, it's like this cool little thing I could do.
I'm here thinking they should really tap into Scarlett Johansson. because she lives in New York.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter for next season.
Oh, you think they're leaving New York?
I sure do.
Oh, you think they're jumping the pond?
I think they're jumping the pond. Arian, homeboy, you better be on the lookout.
That could be really interesting with their casting.
Mm-hmm,
I didn't even think about that.
Imagine the possibilities. I'm so excited. Idris Elba. Can he like be Luther on Only Murders in the Building?
Yeah, because they're not going to have Detective Williams be like over there. I wouldn't think, but who knows?
I am so excited about this. Okay, but you know what the thing is? They're not okay. This is what's going to happen because she died in the States.
So they won't necessarily need like a detective. Well, they might. Detective, private eye.
They might go over there to help with the clues because it might be scattered. It might have started in New York, have to travel to London for whatever reason, question a couple of people, and then come back. And it's going to have to be somebody who is living at the least in the U.S., whether they're British citizen or not.
Yeah, not necessarily though, because they had like with the LA. They did that season in both LA and New York, and they didn't really have. Well, they had the actors going back and forth, but like they didn't have like Detective Williams, right?
That's a really good question. I'm not sure.
I think she was just in the New York parts.
I'm not sure.
And like the cop, Steve Martin's brother-in-law, Charles's brother-in-law,
right?
He stayed in Long Island. Like he just phoned them when they were in Manhattan.
Right. He wasn't working anymore though, right? Wasn't he like
a retired cop?
Retired? Yeah.
Could be. I don't remember. I just remember he was living in the boat in the driveway, which is hilarious.
Well, that's on him for how he was behaving. Well, she was in season 4, the detective.
But I think just in New York.
Maybe she came, just to the New York.
I don't remember her being in LA at all.
No, I think they went for LA for the clues.
And then the actors did follow them back. And then they went to because they all ended up in Long Island. Which that was an absurd season.
I loved it. I loved that whole Long Island episode.
Yeah.
Because you have Melissa McCarthy, like her again. I'll say it over and over again. Physical comedy. She is a genius.
I totally forgot about that. She's amazing.
And anytime I think of her, I just think of that CBS show that she was on. She was all over. I forgot who.
Mike and Molly?
Yeah, Mike and Molly.
Okay, I never watched that.
It again. Oh, it was such a good show. Such a good show. All right, so talk to me.
When I was watching this, I had so much trouble getting through the first 3 episodes. Like, I actually wanted to be like, I don't want to watch this anymore. And like, my nephew was like, oh no, you just have to get past those 3 episodes and then you'll like get into it. It was that thumb or that finger, whatever it ends up being, like a pointer finger. I can't even remember.
I don't remember.
It's getting grosser and grosser, and like I think I was like eating the first time I watched the first episode, and I had to stop eating. Like it just kept bothering me so much.
It just made no sense. All for nothing.
It was changing color. Yeah, it really served no purpose other than to like get them curious.
It was a red herring?
I mean, maybe because it ended up like they thought it was Jay's, and that was like a farce the whole time and everything. I think it was just like a way to like introduce the mob aspects maybe of the plot line.
Possibly.
But it was very like off-putting to me.
It was. And I have to agree with you. I enjoyed the season, but it wasn't the best season. And I think we're running out of steam.
Yeah, so maybe like if they do go to London, that will like revitalize things.
Or maybe they just need to find a way to let it be.
Like wrap it up?
Yeah.
Like 6 seasons is enough?
Well, I think the season was meant to be a little bit more personal because it was Lester and everyone knew Lester and cared about him.
Yeah. And it was like they were losing Lester and the building.
Yeah, to a casino.
Ugh. Fucking billionaires.
Which New York City has been trying for the past couple of years to get casinos like built, right? And there's been a few who have been denied. And recently there have been 3, 2 in the Bronx and 1 in Queens.
Well, so isn't there one in Yonkers?
Yes.
Okay. So keep it in younger.
So they're trying to get more. Well, I'm just concerned about what kind of people are going to be hanging around the neighborhoods and stuff,
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that they have a process with the government, which doesn't seem like it was going through, or did I miss something? Did they get oh no, wait a second. The mayor was involved, right? Mayor Tillman, Keegan Michael K.
Oh, you're talking about the show again. I thought you were still talking about it in real life. Yeah, well,
No.
yeah, I think like there was a process that I think he had to like approve something like that, or like the city, like you had to have city approval.
We're talking billionaires. It's like, do they really need it?
No,
they don't need it.
Do they really need? Just no, they don't need.
It goes back to me and Survivor. You don't need $1 million if you're well off.
Referencing
and $1 million is
a conversation we had off mic.
Mike White, we love you, but you don't need to be on the show for $1 million.
Well, and I think what it is celebrities are on show. Well, like I should say, like celebrities that don't need the money, because there could be celebrities that like situations happen, they need the money.
Right.
But celebrities that don't need the money, they can do the show, but do it for charity.
Mike White, I hope you're doing it for charity.
Because also, he's not paying his actors like a crazy, crazy amount of money for the show.
So you think he needs it to pay the actors a little more?
Well, no, I just mean like they have that flat thing going on, which I absolutely love, where they pay like the actors the same amount. They're getting paid a good amount of money, but they're all getting paid the same amount. So it's not like he's like wasting like the overall budget money to like pay like a famous person like crazy amounts of money.
He's paying like the 4 seasons.
The point I'm trying to make, and I'm not doing it very well, is that he's probably making more money than he would be if he would have had to do that. So he extra doesn't need is my point.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. Is he paying them, since he's paying like people that he wouldn't necessarily pay as much, like kind of not as famous actors, are they paying them more than they normally would? And maybe it's like offsetting everything and overall?
I have no idea, girl. I have no idea. I feel like I don't have much to say about the season, because why do I keep going off topic? Like,
yeah, because it just was like, I mean, it was interesting. It was like, wasn't there like a shout out to Clue in one of the episodes?
I think you might be right.
Where they're like, it was the elevator crank in the courtyard.
Yes.
Or something like that. And they even said, they're like, I didn't mean to sound like I was in Clue.
I love it. When is the Clue movie coming out? Is it still coming out? Was that just a rumor or what? Please God. Anywho, make it happen. I feel like I'm putting Mabel in a toxic relationship, but I really like that Jay guy with her.
Oh my God, me too. And I kept expecting him to be a good person. And then I kept having to be reminded that he's a billionaire and therefore he probably could not be a good person and be a billionaire.
Oh, well, let's not generalize the poor.
We're going to generalize, because can you ethically become a billionaire?
I have no idea.
There's a topic.
When I become a billionaire, I'll let you know.
What I liked about this, along with the billionaires, is like they brought up, and maybe people didn't like this about this season, but I like when they tie in like politics like that, and like social justice and classism and things like that. So like I liked that they talked about going along with the casinos and stuff like that, like the billionaires kind of coming in and trying to like ruin people's lives. I like that they're bringing up like social like classism issues and stuff like that, where it's like these greedy billionaires who want to make money and are so out of touch are like coming in and trying to like take their Laconia and like just completely like not caring about like any of the people that live there and stuff like that. Like I like that they brought that up. I like that we learned some of the backstory of people, like how Oliver had like a difficult upbringing because he's so like a rich artist mindset. Like he has like a rich person artist mindset where he's he's very entitled to things and he's very like eccentric and kind of like extra. Like I think Mabel even says, "You guys are being so extra, I can't handle you today." That's very much Oliver, where he's like obsessed with dips and like just completely out of touch with reality. And so we get to see that like backstory where he's showing Loretta where he like first was in a play and where he fell in love with the theater and everything. So I really loved that piece. And then also like Mabel backstory of like her connection to the Arcadia and to Lester. I thought that was very sweet.
Yes. You're right. I'd forgotten about that. Both of those, actually.
Yeah, and even Lester's backstory with his wife and kind of their like American dream and how it like didn't happen for them, but they found peace and happiness.
Yeah, it's so sad. I don't understand why they had to kill off Lester, to be honest.
I know. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's like he's so fundamental to the building, and then the storyline is trying to also kill off the building.
That is true. And also, I think it was time for something personal, even though last season with Saz, that was personal as well, but it was only personal to Steve Martin's character. What's his name? I forgot already. Charles. So in this case, it's all three of them.
Yeah. So I really liked those. I mean, the mob stuff was fun. They had like the Godfather house and like these very like stereotypical like Italian American like mob family that wasn't really a mob. And the sons. Do you want to talk about the sons?
Oh my God. They were so
one
annoying.
is probably gonna come back too.
Yes.
Vinny?
I can't remember which one it is.
I think it's Vinny, and Howard ends up going on a date at the end. So it could go either way.
It could go either way. I hope so, because he deserves a little love, Mr. Howard.
I know. What the hell, Jonathan?
Exactly. Do you think that maybe they didn't bring him back purposely because it's just too many characters?
I just assumed it was a scheduling thing so that they broke them up. Because they could have just had him be on the road, like Howard was saying, and then we find out, like, oh, he broke up weeks ago. Yeah, so, like, Vinny and Howard, let's make it happen. And then what else? But do you want to talk about the sons in general? At the end, I wrote, what are the sons going to do? Like, when she pieced off to Italy and left them alone with their dying grandmother?
We'll let the grandmother take care of them.
But she died. Remember in the last episode?
Oh, that's right. She did.
Like, they called and they're like, no, it's dying.
And she's just like, wait, was it her mom or was it his mom? I can't remember.
I think it was his mom.
Oh, so then fuck that shit. She don't care.
Yeah, I think
she had enough of all of them. She was done. She was really done. Like, they're gonna have to figure it out. Like, I've never seen a group of children so needy before in my whole entire life. And I know it's just a TV show, but Jesus Christ.
They reminded me of like a pack of border collies. Probably because she threw the ball. They all ran.
I guess
she had to bring them on her date. They were just all over the place.
They seem to be all close in age. So I think that maybe she, to help herself out, just coddled them just to be able to manage them.
She probably lost her damn mind. There were so many of them. Yeah, very close in age. She was one of those moms that had like 5 kids under 5.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. I wouldn't be able to do it. There's not even not one that's independent.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Vinny will be like the most independent because at least he's going on a date. I can't even fathom the other ones on a date.
That's why they're single out at home, because who wants to be with them?
They probably would like go on dates with each other, like bring their brother on their date.
Oh my God. Imagine.
Which is only cute in To All the Boys I Loved Before. And I don't even know if it's cute in that.
No, not cute at all. Not cute. You need to get over it. Shoot. Anything else?
Well, just overall, I think I'm really looking forward to next season. Like, it was like when I watched this season, I was like, oh, this is like my least favorite season. And then the very end, I was like, oh yeah, Cinda's dead. R.I.P. Cinda, but what's going on? Something good's gonna happen.
I was like, what? They're killing off Cinda? We're not going to see Tina Fey anymore? Just seems wrong.
They could do, well, maybe they will end it, and that will be fine because she'll be in this season a lot probably with like
I would think so.
throwbacks, and then they'll just like wrap it up. But who knows? Maybe like Cinda will have like a long lost twin sister or some shit like that.
Oh my God, that would be so.
Maybe that's
typical.
not Cinda. Maybe that's Cinda's twin sister. Or maybe Cinda had somebody change their appearance to look like her.
That
she's crazy as shit.
Right. Yes. Yeah, Heather, I like the way you're thinking. It's right up Cinda's alley.
I need to start writing.
Is that even a name? Cinda. I've never heard of it before. Oh, that is a name. Oh.
Is it short for something?
No, people are just called Cinda. Cinda Sees World. Cinda
so not
Williams
like short
Chimo.
for Cinderella or Cinder something. Cinder. Is it just literally the name Ash?
The Cinda Canning is... Oh, no, that's Tina Fey's character.
So Cinda... What did you think of the mayor?
I completely forgot that he existed until he pops up again.
Yeah. Like, I was like, oh, it's fun that they have him on as the mayor. So random, because he's like at the funeral and stuff, and then like you kind of forget about him, and then you're like, it was him the whole time.
Yeah, it just seemed he was... Here I go. It was very Ginny-ish of the writers. I'm making you laugh today.
You're bringing joy into my world.
You're killing me with the
ET references.
Like,
it was very Ginny-ish.
But I guess it was cute. I don't know. You see, now I'm starting to think again. I'm not saying much about the season because I don't think I cared that much about it.
Yeah,
that's saying something.
Yeah, like something. It was fine. Is this season 6 of Supernatural?
There you go. There you go. There you go.
So, like Supernatural, the next season will probably be better.
You can't win them all. Not every season is going to be good or great. You know, it was good enough. It was good enough.
Like, this is our opinion. Like, other people may have really loved it.
And we can hear them and maybe agree with them. Yeah. Be surprised. Like, oh, I hadn't thought about that. That's the whole beauty about being able to talk things out.
Like, maybe the mob stuff they actually really loved because they knew things about mob movies and like mob culture that we don't necessarily know.
Yeah, I don't know anything, but like I think Corey's seen a good amount of mob movies. He didn't say anything. He was watching Goodfellas the other day while wrapping presents. While I was passed out due to my stomach bug. That's a Christmas movie, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I don't think, unless it's a different type of level, that he's not involved in. You know, I don't know, but I don't have much to say.
So I did watch or listen to some of the podcast episodes, and I didn't take notes on this, but like I did find it interesting that like for the billionaires, they had like several people that they were like meshing together in the characters. Like I know that Jay, I think his primary one they said was Mark Zuckerberg, but like old Mark Zuckerberg. But then they also were like, since he's going to be a potential love interest of Mabel, we have to make him good looking. And I was like, damn, Jay got Mark Zuckerberg.
I have so much questions right now, but okay, keep going.
And then, I can't remember.
Is Renee Zellweger supposed to be like Martha Stewart?
Martha Stewart was her main one, but then they had like non-rich people, but like celebrities. They had like Anne Margaret as somebody else. I should have wrote it down.
Anne Margaret.
Anne Margaret.
Why?
That was so random. But like the main one was Martha Stewart.
I have to say her character was annoying.
Yeah.
Her facial expressions, the gloves. I wanted to take those fucking gloves off and throw them into a fire.
They did talk about the gloves, and I don't remember exactly what they were talking about, but like they said they made them look awful, and they made them look like her skin tone.
It was intentional?
Yeah, it was intentional. So mission accomplished.
Wow.
Yeah, they talked a lot about the fashion. Okay. Like with who's the other billionaire? The like one that wants to live forever? Bash.
Bash. I couldn't stand him. You know what, Heather? I don't think I like that actor. I don't think I like that actor.
Oh, you don't like the actor? I don't really know him.
I don't think I like. There's something about him, like Eva Green, I think is her name. Like I see them and I get turned off. Oh, and Maria Bello. I see them in a movie and I get turned off.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know why. That's why the third Mummy movie, when Rachel Weisz wasn't going to be in it, one, what the fuck? Wait until she's available.
What's the point?
Exactly. And two, you got to put this chick in it? Oh, hell no. I was not happy. I watched it, but I was not happy.
What's her face for me from Twilight?
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, she's like that. Like, nothing against her. I'm sure she's a lovely person. anytime I see she's in a movie, I'm like, no.
She looks like she has no personality. I do remember her in Panic Room. That was a good movie.
Oh, so
Bash.
they made his clothing, and this was the
Bill
actress
Gates?
justice. They made it so that he had like zero or very few pockets because he's so rich that he doesn't need pockets.
That makes sense.
So like you'll notice his style is very like minimalist.
Yes.
What I really liked about his storyline was the idea of collecting data and using data and having like how everything was kind of monopolized into his companies, where like he could go into all these different like apps and cameras and things like that and manipulate the data. And I thought that was like really interesting to bring that up now with like everything going on with data control, with like Palantir and like all of our data being collected and used against us, and like everything going on with AI. And I've been like especially thinking about this because like one, I'm taking a class that's related to data and data analysis. And then two, all these raps are coming out because we're recording this at the end of December. So like you have like your Spotify rap, your YouTube rap, your Amazon rap, everything's like a rap. And like it's been making me like very mindful about data collection, and it's been making me actually like really annoyed because like I'm like, oh, they're blatantly being like, yeah, we're collecting all your data so that we can know everything about you, but here's this fun little thing, so it's okay, we're going to make it so that you're happy that we're doing this because now you have this fun little rap.
Yeah.
And like, it's just making me mad.
They're tricking us.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They're like, oh, look at this shiny thing while we do this nefarious, like, evil plot on this other side. I liked the bird watching aspect.
Little bird chirping. That was nice.
That was cute. And like it was a way to tie Vince in with everything.
It was sweet. It was nice to see one of those guys come back too, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, I can't remember who Bash is based off of. It was like, oh, Steve Jobs, I think Bezos. They did not say this, but I'm assuming like either like Walt Disney or Jeffrey Epstein, because they were both obsessed with cryogenically like freezing themselves so that they could like live forever. And Bash is obsessed with like living forever. Oh, another fun thing. This is going back to like the data collection and everything. Like the scene where Charles was cooking and he drops his mother's recipe in the food and he's like, oh, my mother's recipe is lost and stuff. Regis Philbin, his daughter, is like one of the writers, or I think she's one of the writers.
Producer,
something like that.
Yeah.
She was saying that was real footage, that Steve Martin actually was on the Regis Philbin show when her mother was a co-host, and they did cook that recipe. They just had to like edit it so that it like fit to the show. But that was not like AI or made up. Like that was like actual footage from the show where he was like cooking his mother's recipe.
I am going to have such a hard time distinguishing what's AI and what's not AI. Because for me, I'm like, yeah, that is something that I see it happening. It is happening.
Yeah. Like that's going to be the problem. Plus, like I've been noticing that there's a lot of videos that are like real videos, but they're using AI to do filtering. And like, it's like, you're like, there's something off about this video, and that's what it is. I'm not about AI like, being used for that stuff.
I'm seeing like cute kid videos and seeing it might be like a year and a half. I'm like, they're talking very well for a year and a half year old. I'm like, oh, this has to be AI. Mm-hmm. I don't like it or anything. I'm like, let me just step away. I don't want to encourage it in any kind of way.
Yeah, I refuse. As soon as I realize something's AI, I scroll away from it. It's scary, like that you can't tell and that it's not regulated. So like, I made note. I don't remember the actor's name. You might have said it during the beginning, but Nacho from Ugly Betty. You know who I'm talking about? He was the old brother. The dad from Ugly Betty.
Oh, yes. What is his name?
He was in this.
Tony Plana. Tony Plana.
Okay.
Tony Plana. He played George.
So he trained Lester. So I thought that was fun. Oh, here's a fun thing I learned from the podcast too, is that if you go to the end of last season, when Lester is like revealed to be dead in the fountain, they're playing operatic music to represent his wife. It was an Easter egg for the next season.
Oh, that was sweet.
And I was like, Some other things I noted that Nicky, he had the tattoo "Death Alone" from a Pablo Neruda poem, and I was like, yeah, we all die alone in the end. We're born alone and die alone.
All right. He's a well-read individual.
Yeah. Well, and they make fun of that because, like, oh, that was another thing that I found, like, kind of off-putting. It reminded me of The Lobster. Have you ever seen the movie The Lobster?
No, I've never even heard of it.
You should watch this movie. I think you will hate it, but, like, you should watch it. It's Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano. And from what I remember,
familiar.
The basic idea is that
Rachel Weisz and Colin Farrell?
Wait, am I confusing movies? I'm confusing movies. What is the movie that I'm thinking of? But The Lobster is also like a crazy movie. I think they came out around the same time. I found it, Swiss Army Man.
Oh. Okay.
2016. So basically this guy, Paul Dano, gets stranded on a desert island, and Daniel Radcliffe plays a dead body that washes up on shore, and they go on this like journey together because he basically like pretends like Daniel Radcliffe is not dead, so he finally gets a friend. It's a crazy movie. But it's kind of got some whimsical stuff going on.
I can see why. It was a winner at the Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah, it's very much like an indie movie.
No, thank you.
I think it was like, I feel like Daniel Radcliffe after Harry Potter was like, let me do the opposite of Harry Potter for the next,
still
like,
doing the opposite of Harry Potter. He's doing a lot of weird shit.
He's trying to get away from Harry Potter so bad.
He doesn't need to. Just do what you want to do. Like, no.
But like, maybe just watch the trailer for this. It's kind of crazy.
I'm already watching it. I have no desire to see this. Zero.
But so like how they made Daniel Radcliffe a dead body that's like animated and talking, they did that with Nicky in the show, and like that was like off-putting to me because they just kept making him look so gross.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I do agree.
But like, yeah, so but like why I was like bringing this up is when they were talking about like the Death Alone, Charles is kind of like making fun of him a little bit, like, oh, you have like a Pablo Neruda poem tattoo, and like Nicky's like, oh, what, I can't be like a learned individual because I'm in the mob. Like,
unfortunately, there is, a stereotype.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I liked about. What did you think about they talked in the podcast about how they did that to kind of like troll Selena a little bit. Like, just they thought it would be fun to have like, oh, here's this pop star playing like a regular person, and then we're gonna turn her former friend into like a crazy pop star whose inspirations were Ariana Grande and Sabrina Carpenter were the main ones, but then they threw Britney and some of like the old school pop stars into the mix. Like, they gave her like a signature color and just kind of made her over the top.
Don't have any thoughts on the.
I didn't particularly like her as a character.
Yeah.
I liked the whole like throwing the shoes where like they actually had to like confront each other about their issues and they made up. I liked that whole scene. Maybe it's just like female relationships coming back together that I liked about it.
Let's be clear here. We will never be seeing Thee again. This is another wasteful relationship for
I will say
Mabel.
Anybody that moves into the penthouse goes away. They're gone the next season.
They're gone. Why is she gonna live there? Why?
Because we had what's her face? That stupid Amy
Schumer.
And then we had Sting. Who else have we had in the penthouse?
Paul Rudd.
Oh, Paul Rudd. May he never go away.
I don't think he will. Yeah, no. They can't seem to keep relationships except for Oliver, and even she is not there full time.
Yeah. Well, and that's the whole thing about Mabel is like her relationship with Thee caused her to not be able to like trust people her own age, which is why she's latched on to Oliver and Charles. Mabel's got trust issues with friends and men.
Okay, so my question to you is, do you think now she's going to be able to trust anyone that's her age and we can move on from this and maybe settle
We'll see.
with an individual.
She
I mean,
needs a
she's young.
bestie.
She doesn't need to. I'm here trying to like attach her to somebody, but it's just
Well, are you trying
really.
to attach her romantically to somebody?
I think
I was
I
thinking more
am.
like she'll find a best friend.
No, she has Charles and Oliver. She doesn't need.
But like, are they age appropriate best friends?
They are not age appropriate, but it doesn't seem to bother her.
They are
right?
mentally age appropriate. I think she's the mom.
I agree there.
And they're the kids.
I agree. You're on point there.
So maybe it does work out. Maybe that's all she needs. But in whatever way she needs to feel fulfilled, that's what we're hoping for her. But yeah, maybe this was the closure that she needs to be able to start trusting people again.
We shall see.
Because it's hard.
We shall see.
People will be breaking you with like the betrayal. Like it's hard to trust people.
It's hard, and of course it's not going to happen overnight. So
yeah.
And then on top of that, like, you know, the people that she does find herself attracted to are always questionable. So,
which is probably intentional.
Yeah. So let's see what happens next season.
Yeah, maybe she'll meet like a cute British person.
I'm all for that.
Maybe she'll end up with Theo.
Who's Theo? Oh, the deaf guy.
Yeah. He was in this season for a hot minute too. He took out Randall, right?
He did. He's useful.
Inadvertently.
He's useful.
He was like, oh my God, I have no idea what's going on. I'm so sorry. And they're like, no, you did a good thing.
Oops.
I just got so excited by that I hit my mic. Here's a question.
Yeah.
And maybe this is our last question unless you have something else to talk about. Do you think that Jay is redeemable? Like he did confess everything to the police at the end to try to save the building. Do you think that was the beginning of his redemption story?
I think so. I think he's learned his lesson. I hope.
Do you think we'll see him again?
I don't know. I don't trust them to bring back characters like that. Unless you're Meryl Streep.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I don't trust him. And I was like, yeah, I don't trust him either.
Listen, he did more than I think he needed to. Like, I was like, oh, he's going to say all that? Okay. Like, and just to prove to her, at least that's what he said, that he's trying to be a better person.
Yeah, see, he keeps having moments of like, it seems like he's generally trying to be a good person. I can't remember. Is he a Nepo baby? Is that how he became a billionaire? Or did he do something to become a billionaire?
I want to say he did something to become a billionaire. Okay. I think.
Because I was going to say, like, I feel like in my brain, if he's a Nepo baby, it makes him a little bit better than if he became a billionaire on his own. I wonder if I made a note. Because, like, if you're born into it, like, it's not, like, you can't be held responsible.
Oh. Jay is the heir of a pharmaceutical magnate.
Okay. See, and I don't know if my brain is just trying to, like, rationalize this because I don't want to hate J.D. Pritzker. But then...
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
No.
The governor of Illinois.
Okay.
And he's a billionaire. And, like, people are like, he should run for president. Like, he's probably going to run for president. And I'm like, I don't want a billionaire. But then, like, he actually was born into it. Like, he's the heir to, I think, like, the Hyatt hotel chain or something.
Okay.
And so it's like, you can't really fault somebody if they were born into, like, their billionaire status.
Makes
so am I, like, doing the same thing? Well, like, it's not like they actively went in and was like, I'm going to make all this money at the expense of...
He already had the money.
Like, it's like his family did that. Kind of like Johnson & Johnson. There's Jamie Johnson, who actually, like, does documentary work. And, like, he did, like, a couple of documentaries about, like, being part of the 1%.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of, like, shouting out and talking about, like, 1% stuff that people don't normally talk about, which I thought was, like, really cool of him. Does, like, and his parents, he's like Johnson & Johnson, like, they're fucking evil. Like, if you want to be, like, really mad at Johnson & Johnson, read a book called No More Tears. It tells you all kinds of shit that they knew that was, like, devastating, that was, like, killing people. And they were like, oh, we're just not going to say anything because we want to keep making money. Like, they did some crazy shit. They are responsible for babies dying, for women dying, for women losing their fertility, like, crazy ass shit.
Jeez, wait.
Terrible,
Okay.
terrible. Yeah. Like they knew baby powder was killing babies and they were like, we're making money. It's our biggest thing. So anyway, so like,
Jeez.
can you fault somebody that's born into a family that runs a company that does like nefarious things if they're not the one doing it?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's a tricky question.
Yeah. So like that's kind of like that brings up stuff with Jay for me.
It just reminds me of slavery. Like
right, exactly. Like if you were so like Sarah Gripke is a great example. She was somebody that was born into slavery. When she became like an adult, she rejected her family, moved to Philadelphia, became an abolitionist and a suffragette, and went on to do like amazing things. The book The Invention of Wings is about her, if you're looking for a really good book. And then that book is cool because it kind of like it alternates between her perspective and the perspective of a slave in her house and their stories and how they merged. So really good book. Sarah Gripke also is famous for Ruth Bader Ginsburg used to always quote her because she quoted her saying, "All we ask of our brethren is for you to take your boot off of our necks," talking about suffragettes.
Mm-hmm.
So like people know her for that book and for that quote, but like she was born into like a slave master culture and like rejected it and went on to do good things. So should she be held responsible for the actions of her family? It's an interesting concept or like idea to think about.
It is. I think it is. And with all the generations down the line, finding out that your family owned slaves, like
right. Like I'll say like, and I've thought about this too, like because now you're making me go the other way. Because when I was doing my genealogy, I found actual documentation of my ancestors owning slaves and like passing them down to like their sons and stuff like that. And so like when I've been thinking about that, I've been thinking like I feel like that makes me where I should be more responsible to speak out against injustices like that.
Mm-hmm. You're already doing it without even knowing that information.
Yeah.
You were like this beforehand.
Yeah. Yeah. But like it makes it even more so like it's like we can't just like excuse it as, and like society in general, the same thing. Like we can't just excuse it because we weren't the ones directly doing it. We need to learn and be aware and make sure that it should not happen again. And you see this with like a lot of Germans where it's like, well, I wasn't like a Nazi. I wasn't even born then. But like as a German, I have a responsibility to make sure like something like this doesn't happen elsewhere.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's
History is important, people.
Yes.
Oh, we're all over the place. What else is new? Do you have any final thoughts about this season?
No final thoughts about this season.
I'm really excited for next season. I hope it's a good one.
I hope it's a good one too. I think they need it.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you thought about this season. What do you think about Jay? Is Jay having a redemption story?
I highly doubt they're going to bring him back. So no, he's not.
Probably not. He's probably going to like somehow get out of like going to jail and end up in Mallorca.
I think so.
Or wherever they were going. Was it Mallorca or the Maldives? The Maldives. He invited Mabel to go.
Yes. How romantic. And she was thinking hard.
Yachting. This is not the time to be on yachts either, people. Stay away from the yachts. The whales are literally taking the eat the rich concept a little too far.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
But on that note, let us know what you think. We're on Instagram at GABbin Podcast, or you can email us. It is GABbinPodcast@gmail.com. And thanks for listening to GABbin. Go check us out on Instagram, like and follow us. Check out our other episodes. We are on all the major platforms where you can find your podcast. Feel free to buy us a coffee.
Please do. We need it.
Talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to GABbin.
GABbin. We're GABbin. We're GABbin. We're GABbin. We're GABbin. We're GABbin. We're GABbin.